Welcome to English teaching class. So in today's class I am going to tell you about the concept of poetry, that what it is and what is the meaning of poetry, what are the definitions of poetry, and why poetry teaching is important at school level. Okay, so let's start it. So first of all we see the question that what is poetry. Well, someone rightly said that poetry cannot be taught. The teacher can only create conditions in which a poem has the fullest possible significance for the learners. Yes, it is quite true that as a teacher, as a pupil teacher, we can only create the environment for the students so that they can feel the aesthetic beauty of the poem. We cannot teach poetry to them. We cannot teach emotions to them. We only make them feel the essence of the poem. Poetry is an important mode of expression in language. It is quite true. Well, it is a form of art. It is a form of creative art in which language is used for its aesthetic and evocative qualities. Evocative qualities means that which makes you remind of beautiful things of your past. And this poetry is the oldest and most passionate work for human beings and the concentrated literary form. So this, without the study of poetry, well, this is quite true. A person cannot be considered to be well read in language. If you are not studying poetry, if you are a student of literature, you cannot come to know about the beautiful words of any language. So this is true that without the study of poetry, person cannot be considered a well reader in any language. So here are some definitions of poetry. Let's have a look what P.B. Shelley says. P.B. Shelley says that poetry is an expression of the imagination. We can express our imagination in a poetic way through poetry only. What Samuel Taylor Coleridge says that poetry is the best word in best order. Well, this is the best definition of poetry. And Hudson said that poetry is made out of life, belongs to life, and exists for life. So without poetry, without life, that poetry cannot exist. E. Allan Poe, what he said that poetry is the rhythmical creation of thought. See, this is the difference between prose and poetry. Poet in prose is also a creation of thought, but in poetry, what is special? That this is the rhythmical creation of thought. And the definition of Wordsworth is that poetry is the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. So every time we cannot be a poet, it's spontaneously, this is the overflow of powerful feelings, then only we can express our imaginations in a poetic manner. And last but not least, definition of Matthew Arnold is said that poetry is the criticism of life. Well, through poetry, a human being can have a correct path, that where you have to, how you have to lead your life. So through poetry, you can have the guidance that how will you live in your life. The art of living we can get through the poetries. So, in teaching poetry, what is the main aim? The aim is mainly to enjoy the rhythm and rhyme of the verse at beginning stage, at school stage. The beauty and the force of phraseology. Phraseology means its sentence structure, and the witchcraft of the figure of speech. Witchcraft is the magic of a figure of speech and the emotions of the poet. Now, in present position of teaching poetry, we can say that teaching poetry is not everybody's cup of tea. Everybody cannot teach poetry. Every language teacher cannot teach poetry. And what are the reasons behind that? Because of improper recitation of poetry, which was done by the teachers, that make that will not make the students attract towards poetry. So the improper recitation of poetry makes the poetry lesson dull, and the translating the poetry into mother tongue. So most of the time we see that the students coming from Hindi medium background, where they have studied English as a subject, not as a language, the most of the time their teachers translate their poetry content, their prose content in their mother tongue. So they just lose interest in that language, to learn that language, and they give emphasis on rote learning of poetry, and they're dictating all the time notes on poetry, and they will just mug up all those notes, and they give exam and get passing marks also, but they lose interest, they totally lose interest in the language learning. So why poetry is important? Well, poetry creates love for language learning. See, when we were in the kindergarten, our teacher used to teach nursery rhymes before teaching the language. Why? This is the reason, this is the psychology behind that. It creates love to that particular language. So the students start loving that, love that language, and poetry creates love for language learning. And by studying poetry, students can develop their power of imagination, they can enhance their imagination, and poetry gladdens their heart and they feel aesthetic satisfaction. So it is an opportunity to memorize a good deal of language. We can learn so many beautiful words of any kind of particular language, either it is Sanskrit or English or any language. So through poetry we came to know those words, those beautiful words of that particular language. So through poetry students can observe the importance of stress, importance of rhythm, importance of accent, intonation in English language. So these are some important things which I explained you in this lecture. I hope you like this lecture.